Hello everyone, my name is Trinity from Trinity Educational Mission. Are you doing your best in the name of being a parent? On weekends, you might find yourself thinking, where should I take my child this time so it's not only educational but special? And after work, even when your body is completely exhausted, you still tell yourself, I should at least read one book to my child. But let me ask you something. Have you ever asked your child this from their point of view? When are you the happiest with mom and dad? Today, I brought you a study that might lighten this heavy burden on your shoulders. It was published in 2026 in Family Relations by Dr. Rachel A. McGovern from the University of Utah. Most parenting studies are based on parent surveys or expert observations, but this study focused on children themselves. It followed 6 children aged 3 to 5 over 3 months with more than 80 hours of intensive observation. The researchers used child-friendly methods like role-playing, drawing, and everyday conversations to understand what real quality time means from a child's perspective. The study starts by pointing out a familiar reality. We live under a cultural pressure that defines a good parent as someone who intentionally creates special, development-focused time for their child's cognitive and emotional growth. We believe things like museum trips, educational play, and reading routines are the best forms of quality time. But do children actually feel that way? The findings can be summarized in 3 key points. First, for children, quality time was often found in ordinary moments. Their happiest moments were not carefully planned events. The researchers called this spontaneous moments of connection within the ordinary. In one family, something simple happened after dinner. The older sister suddenly turned on some music and started dancing in the kitchen with her younger brother. At first, it was just the two of them, but soon the mom joined in too. Before long, the whole family was dancing together, laughing and screaming. It only lasted about 10 minutes, but for the child, it became the best moment of the day. In another family, a dad playfully threw a pillow at his child, who was watching TV. This small joke turned into a full family pillow fight. The mom, even while doing homework, said, "Just this once," and joined in. And that just once became a special memory for the child. Children seem to find deeper joy not in moments carefully prepared for them, but in simply sharing the present with their parents. Second, quality time was not limited to the parents. Children's meaningful moments also came from siblings, grandparents, and other family members or close relationships. In one case, a child played a toe naming game with their grandmother. Their grandmother gently touched each toe and gave them names one by one. This simple game became a deeply joyful moment for the child. The child said, "I'm happy with Grandma because she hugs me." In another case, a child spent time with a 17-year-old brother washing a broken shopping cart. On a hot summer afternoon, they sprayed it with water and laughed together. That moment became a treasured memory. This finding challenges the idea that good parenting means doing everything yourself. Quality time does not have to come only from the parent. It can be created by the entire family. Third, quality time did not even require interaction with family. For children, meaningful time did not always involve other people. One child had a deep fascination with butterflies, spiders, and moths. The child caught a moth in the yard and excitedly told friends about it. That entire moment was meaningful, not because family was involved, but because the child was fully engaged in something they loved. Another child, when asked to draw their favorite activity, drew themselves playing t-ball alone, without the family. The act was focusing deeply on something they enjoyed was meaningful in itself. Children also often said they enjoyed time with friends even more than time with family. Even at a very young age, they found deep joy in peer relationships. In other words, a child's happiness does not come only from time with my child, but from any experience where the child feels genuine meaning and engagement. So, what can we take away from this in our everyday lives? First, focus on routines rather than special events. Instead of stressing about where to go on the weekends, try focusing on small daily moments, dinner time, 5 minutes before bed, or even morning routines. Eye contact, pressure, and warmth in these moments often create much deeper connections. Second, Allow the child to lead. Follow their pace. If they stop to look at something, stop with them. If they talk about the shape of a cloud, look up together. When parents stop trying to teach and instead enter the child's world as a guest, children feel loved and seen. Third, let go of the pressure to do everything yourself. As the study shows, meaningful time is not created by parents alone. Grandparents, siblings, friends, and the child's own curiosity all contribute to their well-being. Instead of trying to be a perfect parent, it may be wiser to nurture the warm network of relationships around the child. This study reminds us of something very simple but important. What children truly want is not our money or perfectly planned activities. They want us fully present with them in the moment. Home is the first place where children experience the warmth of the world. So today, maybe try simply sharing an ordinary moment with your child and notice how meaningful it can be. If you found this video helpful, please consider subscribing and liking the video.